Hey guys, well apparently Delta was at CES 2025 this year and they want to use AI to fix your terrible airport experience. I'm not kidding. So we're going to get into it and there's a lot of interesting things about this. This actually might genuinely be a good thing. So let's talk about it. Okay, so we're going to start off with this article from the courts. Delta wants AI to fix your terrible airport experience and honestly, I'm kind of believing them. I think they actually want to make some change, and I'll get into that in a minute. We're going to go ahead and start off with some of the headline of this. So, at CES held at Las Vegas, Delta CEO Ed Bastian held a keynote talking about how they're going to release a new AI assistant called Delta Concierge. The tool is designed to handle everything from rebooking delayed flights to suggesting the fastest route to your gate and more. The airline's AI strategy focuses on operational tasks rather than consumer-facing chatbots. The TLDR of this, so basically in English, what this means is that instead of having to deal with that incessant, like we've all called like support before for like a certain company, there's always that initial chatbot you got to get through that never understands what you're saying and always directs you to the wrong person or stuff like that. And it's just always annoying and you have to fight the chatbot to get you to a real human. They're not doing that here. They're doing something that's useful and is practical and does things. Whoa, we live in the future, guys. They're actually doing something good. Whoa, or at least they're saying they're going to try to do something that's actually functional and not just to direct you to some human being who is already going to transfer you to somebody else. They're doing something that's useful. Cool. So basically, this is a part of a broader push by traditional companies to find practical applications for artificial intelligence, and Delta is one of them. They're analyzing customer feedback, optimizing gate assignments, and reducing connection times. They all want to do this with AI. Furthermore, the airline is working with experience management company Qualtrics to process feedback from nearly 200 million annual travelers. So they're not only trying to fix the experience, but they're also going to be listening to customer feedback and using that to personalize and tune said AI experience. So they're doing some pretty good stuff here, and I actually kind of like this. So we're going to go ahead and look at their press release. Delta unveils AI-powered travel journey with new multimodal transport options, which in English means they're not just trying to use this to fix the experience, but they're also trying to string together an ecosystem as well. I'll get into what I mean by that. Let's just look at what they're showing here. This is some really interesting stuff. So the always on, and by the way, they don't mean it's always listening to you. It just means it's something that will send you notifications occasionally. The always-on AI-powered Delta Concierge is going to go ahead and help you with various different things, like it'll send you notifications once you've earned miles and tell you halfway you are to certain statuses and what you can do with them. It'll help you get through security. It'll tell you what gate you need to go to and when you need to go to it, the fastest route to certain clubs and stuff like that based off of like, Delta membership and stuff like that. It'll automatically connect you to Wi-Fi, and it'll do more than just the airline itself. They've also partnered with Uber. Yes, the CEO was joined on stage by Uber CEO to announce a new partnership launching this spring. So this AI bot will now also be able to, well, get you an Uber ride once you've landed. So they're stringing along a serious ecosystem, and even then, they're also going to be using miles, so you can spend some of your like airline miles on Uber rides and stuff like that too. So they're seriously stringing together a whole system here. And the another reason why I say that is something called Delta Joby. Now, basically, what they want to propose is an electric air taxi system that will take you to the airport. So Delta will personally take you to the airport in what is basically a tiny helicopter. And this is actually faster than car because these like sort of tiny helicopters will actually fly at speeds up to 200 miles per hour. So Delta is making a whole system where you get to your Delta airplane at a Delta, not at a Delta airport, but at an airport in a Delta helicopter. So you get to the airport with the Delta helicopter to get on your Delta plane, and you have the Delta AI bot help you through the travel experience and fix things if it gets delayed or something goes wrong, and will help you get through security, and it'll get you an Uber ride once you're there. They're stringing together a whole ecosystem here. I'm starting to think that if they're being serious about all this, they're not just trying to focus on being like an airline company. They're trying to be they're trying to be like almost an all-around travel company that will help you through the whole experience. Now, obviously, I think some of this is just kind of them dipping their toes in the water to see how warm it is. They might This might not pan out anywhere. I don't know. This could be a whole bunch of baloney for all I know. But I'm hopeful because it sounds like they actually care. They actually want to improve the customer experience, and alongside that, they also kind of want to try to string together a whole ecosystem. Again, seeing all these Delta branded things that'll help you along in the travel process. It feels like they're trying to get you into an ecosystem, and that's kind of interesting. So if you're a Delta stockholder, and by the way, I'm not a financial professional, take what I say with a grain of salt. Don't sue me, please. But if you're a Delta stockholder, you might want to hold on because this seems interesting. Furthermore, and these are kind of small things, but they're also pretty cool. Delta has partnered with YouTube, of all people, and will offer ad-free creator content on its seatback screens and personal devices. Now, I don't know how that works with the personal devices. Maybe you connect to Delta's Wi-Fi and the YouTube app recognizes that and it'll give you no ads for the rest of the flight or something. I actually just have no clue how that works. But apparently, you'll get an ad-free YouTube experience on your Delta flight and only on Delta. It's an exclusive partnership. And they've also unveiled several hardware and infrastructure upgrades. Namely, they're going to be installing 4K HDR QLED screens in its aircraft, so you can watch 4K content, which is quite an upgrade considering a lot of those airline screens don't have the highest resolution unless you're in like first class. So the fact that they're installing like 4K HDR displays is actually quite cool. And it kind of makes sense for them too, since they are cheaper now. They're kind of just a common thing. Like you can go at Walmart or something and get a 4K TV for like $200, maybe less. Like you can get them for cheap. So it's a common technology now. So it's not that expensive for them, so it's not that big of a thing, but it's a nice gesture. And there's also the air taxi service, which I already brought up. And they're also partnering with Airbus to design more fuel-efficient aircraft, which is also quite nice. So, yeah, they are in the works of doing a lot of different stuff. I'm curious to see where it pans out, especially with that AI assistant. Again, I don't know if it'll turn out well or not. Maybe it won't do everything as advertised. Sometimes things don't pan out. But if this works, then this will actually be kind of cool. Full disclosure, I have never ridden on an airplane. I have never been in the airline industry. I haven't even interacted with it. But from what I can tell, sometimes it can be a nightmare. If this is something that can actually help you, then that's cool. It's nice to see a company actually trying to put in the effort for once. It's nice. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you want to watch more, you can watch more over here. Click one of the videos you like. And yeah, take care, you guys. Stay safe out there. Have a good day.